Irish badass Trent Madison. Is that what you're calling yourself now? I tell you, everything was all fine and dandy until you decided to put my name in your mouth. You know, I couldn't have said it better than one of my friends when he sat there and said, your mouth plus my name equals a baseball bat upside the head. I have to agree with him on that statement. But you know what? I'll let it slide. You see, you're still living in a fantasy world, Trent. I can't call you that, right? Or Max Davison or whatever. You go through so many names that it's hard to keep up. One, Chris Dickens is no longer in charge of AWF. If you haven't been paying attention to what's been going on, it is now known as the DAWF, the Dark Alliance Wrestling Foundation. Chris Dickens don't run anything but his mouth. I, on the other hand, run the promotion. I am the president of AWF, and I am the father of the DAWF, or the Dark Alliance. Simply put. Now, if you want to go back through history of recent history, you'll be able to see exactly who turned their back on who. But this is not about me. Oh, no. As a matter of fact, it's about you, Trent. It's about you and Mr. Primetime Tim Sanders. Trent, it's brought to my attention that Tim Sanders has his personal agenda against the backyard wrestling promotions around the country, and he's joining this radical movement to take out or destroy the backyard wrestling community. Well, that's his prerogative. He wants to get his name on the map by doing so. Hey, I applaud him. But I didn't say that I'm joining the movement to take out backyard wrestling. And I sat here and didn't say that I'm joining Chris Dickens to fight for the honor and integrity of backyard wrestling. I'm here to run and worry about one promotion and one promotion only. And that is the DAWF. Because after everything self-destructs, whether if Tim succeeds or Chris succeeds, don't matter. It's irrelevant to me. But the one thing I'm making sure of is that the DAWF will still live on, with or without backyard wrestling. But it's also been brought to my attention that you and Primetime has been exchanging words here in recent weeks about joining the movement, joining this organization, joining the Dairy Queen Club. I mean, damn. Come on. But I hear that Primetime is issuing a challenge to you, Mr. Madison, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. His, as he referred to it, the Primetime bank account versus EGW, which I hear that you own, Trent. Now, it is my personal belief that if you own and run an organization, why in the world would you want to be in another? It baffles me, but it's okay. It's okay. Maybe that went a little over your head, but it's okay. I don't normally do this for AWF members, but I like Primetime just a little bit more than I like you. But sounds like a good match. I mean, the first fall is a regular basic match where disqualifications count, countouts count, tap out, pin, you know, basic match. Fall number 2 is going to be an EGW match, which basically means there are no rules. It's a hardcore match. No, anything goes. And the third fall, if both of you shall make it, would be a lumberjack match. Well, I'm here to say, Primetime, you don't have to look any further than the Dark Alliance. I will let members of the Dark Alliance go out and be the lumberjacks. And I can guarantee you this. They will call it right down the middle. Because my guys despise both parties. They don't like you, Primetime, and they don't like you, Matt, or Trent, whatever you want to call yourself. So they'll make sure it's fair. Because either way you look at it, if Tim beats you and gains access to EGW and all its other amenities and everything else, that's just one more organization that the Dark Alliance can take out. And if for some weird chance you succeed, and you do get Mr. Primetime's bank account, they'll just give us another obstacle to do. Because here lately we've been getting bored with beating down AWF, so we'll move on to other territory and claim yours. Because regardless of how much money you have, you don't have too many followers, Trent. You don't have it. After this match between you, Primetime, and you, Irish Badass, takes place, the Dark Alliance will know their next step. As it involves Farad Hazard, Primetime Tim Sanders, and this movement against backyard wrestling, I have one word of advice for you. Don't bring your ass to Georgia. There, I said it. So, Primetime, you're still here, doing whatever it is you do. I hear Ghost is trying to do things. He wants to take you on or take you out. Let's face it. I want to see that match. So, it don't matter which match takes place first. I want to see Ghost go one-on-one with Primetime Tim Sanders. And I also want to see the 2 out of 3 falls match between Primetime Tim Sanders and the Irish Badass Trent Madsen. I want to see those matches. So therefore, I'm going to allow it to happen. And yes, I can do that. I am the president of the DAWF. So, no more footnotes, no more jokes aside, no more pieces and everything else. No more empty promises and broken dreams. This is your reality. And this is how I see it.